Epic Games is allowing players to earn this free skin that we're mentioning in today's video, so drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you guys want to see the true identity revealed of this mystery character. Do you want a free skin or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on and comment your Epic Game ID down below, and let me know in the comments also what you'd like to receive in terms of a gift off me. We're also getting so close to a huge milestone of 1 million subscribers, so I need your guys' help. Everybody watching the video right now, if you're not subscribed, hit that big red button and you could be an OG of the channel before we hit that 1 million subscriber milestone. Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to a brand new Fortnite Battle Royale video. So as of recently, we haven't seen too much develop in terms of our storyline in our second chapter or transitioning into it. It almost seems like with the end event sporadically occurring as one of the biggest things or events in gaming history, with a very complex storyline to understand with all the characters leading up until then, especially the Visitor and the Scientist, nothing in comparison to that of the scale anyways seems to be going down. But we do have a storyline that we're going to be mentioning in today's video, and a ton of leads as to one main important character that will largely be involved just like the Visitor as the main secret skin, the first ever one in chapter 1, but for chapter 2 now being this codename alter ego skin. Now in terms of the details, we're not just going to be going over base value things like where the location of all the letters will be in order to unlock this skin itself, but even the true identity and name of it, and even the back bling that will come with this skin, as we've typically seen a back bling come with every secret skin unlockable in the past. Also, considering Fortnite or Epic Games have directly involved characters from the Battle Pass or secret skins, such as the Prisoner in Season 7 with his arm breaking out of this frozen chamber, and also the Ice King, it's looking likely and players theorize that, well, this secret skin right now is trapped or located somewhere within our map. Either way, as you guys can tell, there's a ton of things to go over in today's video, so simply make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing to be enlightened upon everything not only happening in terms of the secret skin until it's released, but even the storyline then transitioning into the next season being Chapter 2, Season 2. Quickly before we dive into any of those juicy details in today's video, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to everybody rocking code Friendly Machine in the Fortnite item shop, and let me know if you're rocking the code in the comment section down below whilst including your Epic Games ID, that way I can either give some of you guys V-Bucks cards or a gift of your choice from the item shop. If you guys are buying the new Star Wars game and also want to support me in this aspect of buying it, then make sure to buy it off the Epic Games store from clicking the first link in the video description down below, which also will grant you the Stormtrooper skin if you haven't already got it for 100% free, even considering it's not even in the item shop rotation as of now. For a chance to be showcased on screen in the next video and thanked personally for supporting me, simply make sure to tweet me proof of you rocking the code to my Twitter in the video description down below, like some of these lovely people on screen right now, and thank you everybody who's obviously on screen today for supporting me and using the code. Anyways, with that said, now let's dive into talking about the storyline and how ultimately this skin is going to be a large factor in affecting not only this season, but the Chapter 2 storyline for 10 seasons going now until Chapter 3 as a whole. So in terms of talking about the secret skin, there's a few things we need to clear up straight off the bat in regards to potentially leading us toward its true identity. So many of you will know, if you've been playing Fortnite for the past 4 seasons or ever since Season 7 anyways of Chapter 1, this has been the placeholder silhouette image for what represents each secret skin. It's not a direct outline like all these secret skins before it, such as the Visitor, the Enforcer, or the Aim skin. Now whilst this doesn't represent what the skin will look like or give us any indication in terms of its outline or shape, we do have a lead toward its identity and what it will look like that we're going to be mentioning in a very short while. But for you guys to understand that, you need to know what's going on in terms of the storyline we've been presented very subtly thus far. Throughout this chapter of Fortnite, it's very obvious, portrayed in the loading screens or even the battle pass or the cosmetics we can earn even in the alter ego challenges, or just the cosmetics that we unlock from tearing up, being a conflict between two teams, Alter and Ego. Ego are the guys basically that have the outposts located around the map with these logos on, and there's many of them, seeming like they're trying to protect our Fortnite Battle Royale realm, the new one in this new chapter, from any opposing kind of forces, maybe perhaps being these alter ego or alter variants, but I guess we're yet to know. With these guys being the good guys we've seen in the trailer, literally just exploring our new island, that means the alter variants or alter ego variants are the bad guys. Again, it's also very obvious to determine there's a conflict, definitely, but one side is good and one side is bad of these particular variants that we can unlock for the Battle Pass skins. More particularly, 2 skins that I'm going to be talking about now that clearly show this more so than the others, being Ripley versus Sludge. Ripley Ripley being a friendly colour and obviously smiling, seeming like a happy character that would do no harm as portrayed also in the Chapter 2 trailer, and then Sludge being kind of a menacing red colour, almost as if he's evil with a frown and menacing look on his face. Then we also have Remedy versus Toxin, Remedy being somebody who obviously wants to heal and help people, whilst Toxin, well, doing the exact opposite or maybe causing the actual illness that's happening to the characters that Remedy then needs to treat. Now that we've established this conflict, let's refer over to the definition of alter ego and why this is fitting to what's going on here. So obviously you can see it on screen right now stating the following: a secondary or alternative personality. With this reflecting on our Battle Pass skins having these different or ulterior selectable styles, kind of like a different version of themselves, and with only one skin missing from the Battle Pass here that doesn't have an ulterior or alter ego style, players speculate that the alter ego secret skin will simply be a selectable style of the Fusion Tier 100 skin that doesn't have an alter ego variant. Even despite us seeing skins similar in the past, such as the Visitor in comparison to the Scientist, Epic Games have never made just what we unlock specifically as this mystery item in said season a selectable style of another skin, so they won't start now, especially when they're creating the grounds for this new interesting storyline that will pan out over all of Chapter 2's seasons. We also have some information confirming that this won't be the case from iFiremonkey, a reliable data miner and Fortnite news outlet over on Twitter, where he managed to determine in the files that there's another secret challenge in order to unlock this actual mystery item this season. He states the following and shows the image also to back up what he's saying: potential mystery skin leak. While generating the challenge sheets, I noticed this in the mystery skin slot. First, collect all Fortnite letters hidden in loading screens. Second, search the back bling hidden in the week 8 loading screen. And finally, the third one, do the thing wearing the Bane outfit, which as you can see is directly allocated over where we would see the silhouette of the mystery skin or item. From Epic Games slipping up and trying not to determine things in the files as much this season, it seems they failed in this aspect for perhaps one of the most important things they needed to keep hidden: the name or any form of identity of this secret skin, which we now know to either have a codename of its codename being the alter ego skin already, to be Bane, or just the true name of it to be called Bane itself. And speaking of Bane, many of you may recognise that name from Batman, and obviously we've just recently seen a collaboration with Batman in Fortnite Battle Royale, and this is the character of Bane in Batman. Now whilst I don't believe Bane directly from Batman, this character will be the secret skin integrated into our Fortnite storyline, as Epic Games have never done this in terms of integrating promotions or collaborations with their game's storyline. It doesn't mean that this skin won't be the inspiration behind the design or what's consisted on the character. For example, if we look at the Bane skin right now, you can clearly see this mask kind of face correlates to the logo of the alter or alter ego variants that they all seem to have somewhere consisting throughout these alter ego styles. Just for those of you who are maybe having a hard time determining what the logo consists of on the characters considering it's small, there is also a representation of the alter and also ego logos in the Battle Pass throughout many cosmetics, whether it be sprays or banners. As of the time I'm recording and uploading this video now, it's currently, as you can see by the upload date, November 19th, meaning that in 9 days from now, when the week 8 challenge set releases, this will be the first date of which we can actually unlock the secret skin in mention here being codename alter ego, and the date of which this lands on this month in November is November 28th, 2019, which is directly 14 days before the release or the start of the next season being December 12th. If you guys thought this was already interesting, just wait, there's even more. So in terms of this skin and what side it will be on, it's most likely going to be an evil design skin, considering it's part of these alter variants or in the alter ego section, which all seem to be the bad guys or evil. We have a selectable style that we'll be able to earn from doing a particular thing that you may have picked up upon in Firemonkey's tweet by searching a back bling showcased in the week 8 loading screen. We know this has nothing to do with directly unlocking the skin, as we only need to obtain all Fortnite letters, 8 of which will be obtainable, like I said, on November 28th, and obviously then something to do with doing a thing with the Bane outfit, as as it states, but that's besides the point. Searching the back bling showcased in the week 8 loading screen is a challenge in the files, and we know something like this has happened in the past for when we obtained the Scientist or the Scientist selectable style. How we obtained the Scientist, the last unlockable secret skin, was for searching finally the Visitor's Pod in the Meteor, but how we obtained the white selectable style was a secret challenge that wasn't on the challenge menu. That may also be the case for what we see here with this back bling challenge. It may not be displayed directly in the challenge sets. Either way, from doing this secret challenge with the Scientist, we unlock the white Scientist obviously, and many people made tutorials on how to do this from simply just taking all the Visitors' recordings and playing them at Dusty Depot. Now with this in mention, with this seeming like a secret challenge that unlocks us a selectable style for this secret skin this season, the first season of Chapter 2, does this mean that this ulterior variant is going to be a good version of this alter ego style that's initially going to be revealed itself as evil? Honestly, with how little Epic Games are realistically presenting us in terms of what the storyline is set out to be, my mind is completely scrambled. There's literally so many Easter eggs pointing toward development or teasing things that could happen, whether it's named locations appearing this season from our prior times, such as Salty Springs, Pleasant Park and Retail Row, or whether it's references to Save the World that seem more possible to be implemented to Battle Royale as a crossover of the realms or universes as one big storyline. Not only the Storm King appearing from Save the World for Fortnitemares that they've initially tested this crossover in, but also this secret bunker that seems to be Dr. Vinderman's laboratory or a representation in this alternate dimension of it. Players are also speculating that this will have large involvement this season, considering it's largely involved in the Save the World storyline, as we can see here, where we initially start the game and get introduced to everything. Considering I also mentioned at the start of the video, it's possible for Epic Games to implement these characters that we see either in the Battle Pass or the secret skins within our map that we can see literally in game, such as the Prisoner's Frozen Arm or the Ice King. It isn't impossible for this secret skin to be located inside of this bunker. I don't know what to think of this theory that players are speculating upon anyways, considering we have this whole map right now for a whole 10 seasons until Chapter 3, and this seems to be like a big factor involved or something that's going to be largely affecting how our storyline progresses, and for that reason I don't believe something with this, or the bunker opening anyways, will be happening in Season 1 of Chapter 2. I mean, think about it, we're going to be seeing a longer storyline portrayed throughout 10 seasons rather than our last chapter of Fortnite being only 6 seasons, as the storyline started toward the end of Season 3 with the meteor in the sky, but then initially in Season 4 with the implementation of our first secret skin protagonist that turned out to be the Visitor. Also, another interesting theory, wouldn't it be interesting if this secret skin was actually another one of the 7, and throughout the next seasons of Fortnite until we see all of the 7 revealed, as we only have 3 right now being the Visitor, the Scientist and Peridigum, all of these secret skins, as I was going to mention, being part of the 7 set. This then making sense, or maybe perhaps telling the story behind the 7 as a whole and why everything happened actually in Chapter 1 the way it did. Anyways, with everything said and mentioned in today's video, despite it being a long one, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you enjoyed today's video or want to keep referring back to it as it was fully compact of information, make sure you're leaving a like in the video down below, as the liked playlist is very accessible and easy to find to then re-watch a video or a certain part of it. Also, make sure you're subscribing to the channel with all notifications turned on, of course, so you never miss any future uploads and get notified as soon as they go live, so you can be one of the first people to view the new information. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys from remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.